Welcome back to the Magical Link, where we like to translate the correlation between the physical world and the world beyond. Bridging the gap of understanding and basically letting you all know what the F is going on. Brought to you by your favorite psychic sirens, otherwise known as Kimmy, Miss Merlin, and Magical Mel. Hi, Mel.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
You have to bear with us, guys. It's been, yeah. So we're trying to come at you and stay consistent with at least being here every other week. I'm going to step it up to be here every week, but I know we're a little late with that, but it's because there's been some things going on. I lost my dog, so let's just get it out there and talk about it because I'm going to try and not get emotional. I'm trying to keep it separated. But for those of you who follow me on social media and stuff, you would have seen Chloe before. I've had her for 14 and a half years, so this has been really tough. It was a week ago yesterday. But what I noticed is the exact same thing happened to my bestie, our bestie, Crystal Ray, 2 days later. And another person that I know lost their dog as well after a long time.
Wow.
And a creator that I follow as well, Jana Yinton. She makes really beautiful Nordic jewelry. She lost Nanook. And she's had Nanook for 15 years too. So what I have deciphered in this tragedy of all of this is the closing out of the silent suffering of the feminine.
Wow.
Yeah, because they were all struggling and suffering in some way, right?
Right.
Silently. And finally being at peace now. So, I don't know, but that's just something that I've seen, like the closing of a cycle. That was one of the deeper messages in it, that silent suffering, and the suffering that we're kind of going through. Crystal and I were talking about this afterwards, because these special little beings, right? Nobody really knew how special they were, and like, unless they knew them, they didn't know their quirks, they didn't know the funny things and all that. And what a loss for the people who didn't know those things. So, yeah. I feel like, and that we're able to talk about this, is the end of the silent suffering.
Wow. It definitely, well, first of all, my condolences, of course, to you and all those others that you mentioned for losing their beautiful fur babies. I know how incredibly difficult it must be, because when we lose any being in our life, whether it's a fur baby or human person or, what have you, it's tough. And mourning anyone that you love is it's a process, and it's gonna take time, and it's a heartbreak, it's a heartache. And so, of course, I did see Chloe, I mean, not in person, but I saw her on camera. And so such a beautiful dog she was. And she's somewhere else in another form, and we've talked about how you feel she's gonna come back anyway. So
and she's already been speaking to me telepathically through certain signs and symbols and synchronicities, and I'm going to share one of those right now. One of my final wishes is that I want to be cremated, and I want to be made into a diamond. Because if you know me, I need to be sparkly and indestructible forever. So those are my final wishes. So I was talking about that and how I had thought, like, because I lost my other dog a few years ago. I had two that I had for a long time, and just crushing. So I wanted to take both of their ashes and have a diamond made. And I was thinking about that, and I was talking to Crystal about it, and I was telling her like how this is an option because she didn't even know. And then I went on TikTok, and my phone had been listening to me, obviously, and it had brought me to a video from a creator I already follow, because this is how I learned that you could use ashes to make diamonds.
Right.
But I hadn't seen anything from them in like a year and a half. It's been a minute. And all of a sudden, there's a video up there, and they had it was a repost from one of their clients who were opening up a diamond of theirs, and the username of that person was Chloe.
Oh, wow.
And that's my dog's name. So there, she was telling me, yes, Mom, I want to be a sparkly pretty diamond.
Yeah, aw, that's a lovely tribute. That's lovely.
Yeah, so I will be doing that. With both of them. Also going to be getting her paw print tattooed on my leg, just like I have my other dogs on there as well. So Chloe's gonna go on the other side. My girls. But yeah, just that whole end of that, and I'm seeing more and more women speaking up about stuff, right? Again, the end of the silent suffering. Now we got to talk about it. It's a heavy subject, but 62 million. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I know. It's outrageous.
I'm sickened. I'm beyond sickened. But you know what, though? I'm not surprised. And that, I think, bothers me the most.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's like we should be more outraged, and we are.
Yeah.
But it's like not shocking as it should be.
Yeah.
Almost like desensitized because of all the craziness that has been happening and what we're finding out. So it's not. It's horrible. It's horrific. It's disgusting. It's I can't even put into words how outraged I feel. But at the same time, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and that bothers me the most. I don't think there's a single woman who hasn't been a victim of that at some point in time in their life. I know I have.
Right.
I wasn't given anything, but like years ago, I used to need sleeping pills. I was in a constant state of fight or flight. My cortisol was huge, I was still healing from addiction at that point too. Really struggling to get any rest at all, not realizing most of it was nervous system related, right? Because I was still very much 3D at that point. But I was taking sleeping pills, and I was needing a high dosage of them at that time for sleep. So, I was out. Yeah. And you don't remember anything, from that time period. So I know that the person that I was with at that time, I know because I caught him once. Right. And I know it was more than once. But I know he took advantage of those moments. Did he give me them? No. I gave them to myself. But he's still very much guilty of that.
Sure. Yeah. That's it. Any abuse of any kind, everything is intentional when it comes to things like that. And I think that we as women have probably been victim somehow, some way, in some form of that kind of intentional abuse. It's abuse, no matter how you look at it. It's abuse, in so many different forms, and it's appalling. It's appalling that society it's like it's okay. It's okay for websites and chat rooms and all kinds of forums where men, and I hate to say it like that, but they feel it comfortable enough to be able to question and find out and get information on despicable behavior.
It's an entitlement to women's bodies.
It's disgusting.
It is. And this is what we've been talking about, the fall of the patriarchy, right? So the worst parts of it have to bubble up to the surface so we can't unsee it. Right? And we definitely can't unsee this. It's not women cover your drinks anymore. It's watch who you're sleeping next to. Yeah. But that was always the case. Because if you're a forensic nut, like I am, most of the time, it's the partner.
Right, yeah.
In cases of violence against women, murder, all of these things, it's someone known to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, even, when you're together with someone and that person, that person wants to get a little handsy or feeling a little nice and you say no.
Yeah.
If you're married, they don't consider that rape even if there's no consent. Like it's, you're married to someone, it's okay for that to happen even if you're saying no.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that to me, I could never understand that. It's like, why should that make a difference if you're married or you're not married? No is no matter how you look at it.
Again, entitlement.
Yeah, right. It's these things have been going on for such a long time, but now is when the time has come for it to come to light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you want to see, Mark, the hypocrisy and unbalance of it? Everyone is talking about the male loneliness epidemic, right? They're talking about it in Congress. They're trying to make legislation. Like, people are looking into it. They're trying to fix it, right? But who is looking into the 62 million men? Who's looking into that? No one is. But you know what? I would be happy to activate my inner female Dexter. Give me the fucking list. Give it to me. If no one else will take care of it, give me the fucking list. And I will take care of it. This makes me so mad. I can't even. Yeah. And I'm going to start a poisonous plant series. I'm going to. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding.
I know you're not. That's what's funny.
Yeah, because there's certain things that you don't even know. Like, for example, that you might have in your garden right now, like rhubarb, for example. That's really, really great in pies, and you really, really don't want to ever boil the leaves and make tea out of that because that's really dangerous. So you don't ever, ever, ever want to do that. Right. Winkety, winkety, wink. But I shall be doing a whole series regarding little tidbits of information like that. So if you're not following me on social media, you might want to do that.
That's it. Things what not to do, quote unquote.
That's right. Things not to do. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
And that should be the title too.
Yes, it should be. And I'll probably make it something like that.
Oh gosh.
Come for me, I dare you.
Oh my goodness, yeah, right.
I'm waiting for it. It's the Viking in my blood. Like, just, I dare you. Yeah. Oh, another thing. Okay, I'm going to jump somewhere right now. But another thing that's been really, really making me angry lately, I am not a practicing Catholic anymore. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows how I feel about organized religion. But I was brought up in the church. And if those motherfuckers threaten the Pope one more time, oh, it makes me so angry. It's so disrespectful.
Oh, it sure is.
And for them to drop, like, it's slipping my mind right now what it's even called, but they brought up something.
Mm-hmm.
And what they brought up was when somebody went and stole and snatched the Pope in the night and killed him.
No.
Yeah, they brought that up.
Wow.
So now the Pope is not going to America for the 250th birthday. Imagine that.
Oh, gosh.
Nobody is going to be going there. The World Cup is going to suffer. The Olympics are going to suffer. All of it is going to suffer. But this is what it is. It's the fall of that toxic masculine energy, the patriarchy that came in and took over everything badly. With greed and more. Everything before that was a matriarchal society. And it worked.
Right.
Worship of the goddess. The life creator. Did you know that when women were being revered, as they should have been, as the life bringers, as the creators, back then, men didn't even realize that they were even involved in the process. Because, right? Because sex happened, and then it was 9 months later that there was a baby.
Right.
And months later that there was even evidence. Right? So men didn't even know that they were part of the process. Until...
That's surprise.
Right? But until they started to domesticate animals. And then they could see that in order for it to, there had to be. So they figured it out.
That's just funny.
And then they took over everything.
Oh. Give them 5 seconds. You see what happens?
But that's true. Like, that's when it changed. And they felt powerless because they can't do that.
Right.
So they have to take power in other ways and try to control the process.
Right.
So they have power over it. And that's what's been happening ever since.
Yeah. Throughout history, that's exactly what it's been. See? Men had a little tiny bit of power, and all of a sudden they just ran with it. And that's what happened. So now it's time for that change. Yeah, it's time for the change.
Yeah, because it's not like and the thing is, a lot of men are afraid of shifting more to a matriarchal society because they're thinking it's going to be the opposite. It is not like that. Women aren't out for power, control, and greed. No, the top priority of a matriarchal society is women and children.
Right.
It's actually protecting children, one, right? Then protecting women, two. Women in marginalized communities, right? But that's the hierarchy of a matriarchal society. Patriarchy is greed and...
if you think about it, what do they say when you're in a sinking ship? Who's supposed to be saved first? Women and children. Right. Some of those children are men, will grow up to be men. So women are protectors of both women and future men, right? Of everyone. The patriarchal society, it's just about men. It's about what men can do, what men, whatever. Everything is men, and then we'll figure the rest out later. But when you protect women, when you allow women to be in a place of power, they protect everyone.
That's right, because in matriarchal societies, there's no war and accumulation and all of that kind of stuff. We don't need that. Everybody takes care of everybody. So it's protecting the men too, because the men won't have to be off killing themselves doing stupid shit,
Right.
And everybody is not in the 9-to-5 grind either. That's not how a matriarchal society works either. There wouldn't be scraping and grinding and all that for healthcare and all that. Like, all of these things wouldn't be an issue with a matriarchal society.
Right. Well, this is, the timing is actually perfect when you're going to think about how Pluto moved from Capricorn, which is very patriarchal,
yes,
society-ish, into the age of Aquarius, which is about humanity at a whole. You know, it's an entirety. So I'm not really surprised that what's happening now in the world is happening, because you know, in order for something to come out of these changes that need to be done, you need war. You need people to rise up.
Yeah.
This is why we're having all these wars. This is why we're having all these protests and all these kinds of things that are happening, because the age of Aquarius is here.
Yeah.
And so we have to move from what was traditional to now outside the box thinking. And sometimes outside the box thinking is going back to something that was working long time ago and just changing it into something even better.
Right. Yeah. And I think we're going to be gifted some things from our star family. I think there's already stuff that's been gatekept from us as well, technologies and things like that that are going to come out. That's part of that age of Aquarius as well. We talked about this before, how we're way too dependent on fossil fuels, and this is just showing us that. Right. And how you know, one group of people can just set off everything and terrorize the whole world. One man. Right. One dementia-riddled piece of shit human is terrorizing the whole planet at this point. Like the Pope had it right when he said a handful of tyrants were like running the show right now.
Yeah, this is in line to all of these changes, you know, planetary changes, and now we're going to be moving soon from Uranus and Taurus to Uranus and Gemini, and Gemini is about communication and different outputs. You know, Gemini is the communication sign, and you know, I mean, it is about duality, sure it is, because it's about the twins, but in its duality, if you know anyone who has a strong Gemini placement, I'm a Gemini rising and you have a Gemini moon.
Yes.
And you know,
I'm Gemini in my chart somewhere else too. I just can't remember where I read it this moment.
I think it's your Chiron.
I think so.
Yeah. So anywhere where Gemini is prominent, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Chiron, it's a Gemini wound. Anywhere where there's prominent Gemini placements. Once Uranus moves into Gemini, and that's happening soon, I believe it's happening in the next couple of months, there's going to be a change, because Uranus is all about change. So there's going to be just a huge change from natural material, which is Taurus. You know, it's about the material, it's about luxury, it's about personal look, you know, I mean, it's a grounding energy, don't get me wrong. But when you have a planet like Uranus that's all about innovation and change, and you go from a grounded earth planet like Taurus and you move it into an air sign like Gemini, there's going to be huge changes in everything. The way we think, the way we communicate, technology. You're going to see innovations, because then you have the Pluto in Aquarius, you know. So you're going to have a lot of different ways to communicate. Yeah. You're going to talk different, you're going to think different, you're going to see different. Believe me.
Well, remember too, we've been saying for a while, like, and I didn't know what it looked like, so I couldn't tell you what it looked like, but like some new wave of communication, right? Because all of the apps right now are owned by the friggin' billionaires who are rigging the algorithms and all that. It's programming, folks, you know, but I have seen for a while something coming out that's like for the people, you know, it's not run by an entity just trying to gaslight you.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know what that looks like yet. Could be a new app, you know, who knows? But something. You know what else is interesting? So If you recall, the night before the war, I did a video on TikTok where I said that I had looked for that person whose initials are JE in the realms and couldn't find him. So therefore, not dead, right? I said that, and I said this bombshell information. That was the night before the war started. I realized that. That video is on TikTok if you'd like to see it. Then I came across something the other day. A woman who is speaking out about something. She knows something about him and his roommate are not dead. I'm like,
oh, wow.
Didn't I just say that? Isn't that interesting? So yeah, a lot of information is going to come out that people can't keep quiet anymore. And the trick is to realize that all of this is an energy vampirism system. You know, the food that they poison us with, right? And all this, are you noticing a trend in more and more things coming out now? Like, nerds have an obscene amount of lead in them. Like, they're poisonous, and that's children's candy.
Right.
And like all these other things. There's a snowball of information. And then I saw someone on TikTok under a doctor's name with a check mark saying how nerds calm your nervous system or something. And I even commented, I'm like, isn't this funny coming from a doctor after all this information came out about them containing obscene amounts of poison? Like,
and if that wasn't bad enough, what about the sugar?
Exactly. And that just shows you, like, anybody can have a blue freaking check mark.
Right. Doesn't mean anything. No, that doesn't mean anything.
No, and I'm just like, I saw through it right away, because as you guys know, I can read intentions. I'm like, okay, how much did the marketing team pay you? Wow. Wow. And then that also reminded me about, remember when we were talking about that GATE program?
Yeah.
They gave me like a nerd rope thing after.
Look at that.
Yeah. I wonder, were you trying to stifle my gifts, were you?
Wow.
Because who knows what that does, right? We know that fluoride, which is placed in the water system in the States.
Right.
Think about that. Fluoride has never, ever been proven to improve your dental health.
Right.
It just calcifies your third eye.
Yes, it does.
So, Kitty, you might have heard some purring there for a minute. I'm trying to get her down before she knocks everything over. Hello, sweet baby. So, black cat coming in, you know, to remind us of our boundaries. But yes, that's what I was talking about, though, with, you know, we're finding out more about the food that they allow, right? And then the stuff that we see, like the craziness every day.
Right.
Okay, now she's playing with her toy behind me. You guys may hear that as well. Okay.
Sidley's busy.
Yeah, City's busy. So, but all that causes, like, the chaos and the hate and the hopelessness. They prey on it. They're sucking that energy up like little vacuum cleaners, right? And this is why it's important to observe, but not absorb.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. Definitely. Especially now.
Yeah, but I find it funny that I did do a little magic a little while back. And I did name certain members of the administration. And, yeah, some of those people that I may or may not have named have now been publicly humiliated, are very, very sick in the hospital.
Yeah, or just fired.
Had other falls from grace, been fired. Yeah,
exactly.
So, yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
Listen, anything that is going to stand in the way of the changes that need to occur in order for things to be righted that have been wronged for such a long time are going to fall.
Yes.
Somehow, some way. They're going to fall.
But you know what else I think is interesting? And we're seeing it too. The women who are holding water for the patriarchy, they're the first ones that fell down. Did we notice that?
Yeah.
Pam Bondi, Christy Nome, they were the first ones to go. The only person right now that is sitting in jail for the Epstein stuff is a woman. Okay?
Yeah.
Not that she doesn't absolutely deserve to be there. She deserves to be worse.
Yeah.
But
she deserves to have a lot of company with her, though.
She does.
Shouldn't just be
this
her.
This is what I'm saying. But they're letting the women who were carrying water for the patriarchy fall first.
Right.
And then the rest of them are going to crumble like a bunch of dominoes. It's all coming, and I can't wait.
Yeah, little by little. You know, we're going to have a nodes change very soon. In July, I believe. It's going to go from Virgo Pisces to Leo Aquarius. When the nodes change, and the North Node is in Aquarius at that time, you will see for those 18 months, and the energy is already palpable because of the Pluto in Aquarius now. You will see that there will be so much more change going on during those nodes.
Well, we're already seeing stuff now because of all the planets that are in Aries at the moment.
Well, some of them have actually moved.
Yes.
You know, now the sun is
but it was giving us that push we needed to say certain things, to take action on certain things. It's maybe get a little too fiery about certain things.
Right. Yeah. The energy was palpable. That was for sure. For a long period of time, we had like 7 planets in Aries. It was insane. And it was during those 7 planets in Aries that there were beings that were lost, but there were also people getting sick. Yeah. You know, a friend of mine all of a sudden had no symptoms of any problem, has stage 4 cancer, found out during this time. Yeah. She's never been sick, didn't know anything. She found out that and now, you know, going for treatment or whatever. And a lot of other people having all kinds of illnesses and symptoms, and this didn't happen before, but because the energy was just so intense in the sign of Aries, it's like you can't help but somehow, physically speaking, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it for sure. So I'm sure out there, everyone has felt something going on, you know, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. It was all tapped in, like definitely. We were all feeling effects of Aries in the skies for sure.
And speaking of in the skies, the astronauts, that was cool. Did you see some of those pictures? Wow.
Yeah, wow. It was beautiful. I mean, never before seen images of the moon. Oh, wow. There was one that I saw where you saw an Earth horizon. Did you get to see that video? That was amazing. They were behind the moon. Yeah. And then you saw the sun. You saw part of the Earth, and then it kind of dipped away like we normally see with the moon or the sun. It was actually the Earth had disappeared behind the moon because they were going behind the moon. It was the most wildest thing. It was beautiful, gorgeous imagery. Gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, could you imagine like seeing that in person? I'd be too scared to do that. I can't.
Me too.
I am terrified of not having oxygen. I don't know if I suffocated or something in a past life, but like crawling into a hole, we've discussed this before. I cannot do that. I'm too afraid of it caving in and not being able to get out. The same, like going into a submarine or something, especially after what happened with the Titan. Nope.
Right. Yeah.
I am not doing it. No.
I know. It looks so fascinating to do, but I'm a chicken too, and I'm a moon person. Like you know,
too.
I love,
and I would love to. I can't.
Me neither. My husband tells me you wouldn't want to do that. Nope.
No.
No, thank you. You of all, he's like you of all people. No. I rather stay here. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it scares me.
Not for me.
It scares me.
Me too.
There's, as we talked about before too, star family getting closer. The contact of that doesn't scare me. I don't
Right.
want, I'm not going anywhere with them.
Right.
For that reason, because I'm afraid of things like that. No. But if they want to come and chill here, cool.
Well, no problem.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be fine. I did love when, did you see how uncomfortable the silence was when they ignored the call?
Oh, that was hilarious.
From the Orange Monster.
Nobody wanted to take the mic.
Take
that was hilarious.
note, hockey team. That is how it should have been done.
Right. That was funny.
And then if you saw the contrast between that conversation and then the conversation that they had with the Canadian Prime Minister.
Uh-huh. Right. You know, on Saturday Night Live, they even had a skit.
Did they?
That depicted that. It was hilarious.
Oh, my God.
It was so funny. You have to check it out, really. It was so funny.
Oh, my goodness. I might have to do that. Yeah. I never used to be a political person. God, I hate that I know so much, especially about American politics. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the good old days, not that many years ago, where I didn't know the difference between a Republican and a Democrat, and I didn't fucking care.
Right.
And now I know all the players. I know their lore. I know way too much. And I don't want to. None of us want to, but we have to, because we can't. We have to witness it, right?
Right.
Ugh.
Exactly. Yeah, it would be great to have a blind eye and not listen, but you can't help it. We have to stay informed. We just have to stay informed,
Well, you know what I find interesting, though, about this time? This time of war, which really isn't a war, and people keep getting afraid it's going to be a world war. No, it isn't. No one is going to get in on this. Like, have you not noticed? Everyone is like, you're on your own. You're an idiot.
Right.
Yeah. That's not going to change, But I think it's funny that more of a war is being carried out online, like with the Lego TikTok vids. And everyone keeps, well, not everyone, but a lot of people keep framing it as propaganda. But you know what? It's not propaganda when they're telling the truth.
Right.
When it's pretty bad when people are getting more truth from the Lego videos than they're getting from any media source. This is, again, why all of that needs to change. But, a lot of people were asking, like, why hasn't Lego come out and made a statement? Well, Lego is a Danish company. Hello, Greenland.
That's right.
That might be why they're silent.
Right. Wow. Well, that's why they're getting away with it. Because of that.
Yeah. Like, they're not involved, but they're also, like, not saying anything about it either.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Neutral, but, yeah, okay. we know where they stand. All right.
Yeah. And they're good, too.
Sorry,
like, the Persian boy, he's got bars, man. He really does. He's good. Some of these could go on a Spotify playlist. I'd be okay with that. But I just think it's so funny how, that's reaching more people. Their plays of propaganda and the way that they try to control and manipulate everything, it's slipping more and more through their fingers if you're not noticing that, right? It really is.
Yeah.
And we're seeing proof of that in Hungary. Look what happened. Viktor Orban has been in power there for like 15 or more years, has it been, I think? I could be wrong about that. I didn't write it down because I don't care. But but again, showing a cycle of that ending. Like, it's done. And the world is just not caring anymore. And the U.S., the country, not the people, is losing its global grip on everything. The same thing, and people who don't look at history are due to repeat it. It's the same thing happened to the British years ago because the oil was traded in pound sterling. right? Global oil was traded and bought in pounds sterling. That's what they were on top at that time.
Right.
And then
Right.
they had the Suez Canal crisis. Same shit happened. They choked off oil points. So then all of a sudden, oil started being traded in US dollars. So you have to buy US dollars to buy oil, right?
Right.
And now things are shifting because now it's the Chinese yuan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how a lot of people are having to buy oil right now to get through the Strait of Hormuz. So that power balance is shifting. And the US is in a tremendous amount of debt. Like, it's insolvent. I don't know how there is a war being fought at the tune of a couple $2 billion a day when you have no money.
I know.
And what I see happening is the world chucking their bonds. And if that happens, that's it. But the power grip it's over. It's done. Nobody's getting involved. Everybody's had enough.
Right.
You know, and that's that toxic masculine energy. And, you know, he can cry out all he wants. NATO, never helped us. Blah, blah, blah. Article 5 has only ever been invoked one time. September 11th, 2001.
Right.
And guess what?
Right.
We all fucking showed up. So.
That's right.
So, shut the hell up.
Yeah, I know. Someone needs to put a muzzle in
Oh, I know. But you know what I've heard? I've heard that they haven't even been letting him into different briefings so he can't screw things up. Like, they didn't let him into the situation room when they were going after that pilot. Because they didn't want him to screw it up. That's a problem. So, I don't know how they're going to invoke the 25th Amendment, but they're going to have to figure it out. And I've seen a lot of people have been talking about making revisions to certain things. So a situation like this can never happen again. And that's what needs to happen.
Absolutely.
We need to see where these weaknesses are.
Yeah. We need to fix it. Yeah, that's the thing. We need to go back to basics, but with a twist, with a change, with some kind of evolution. You know, it can't be the same thing, but it has to be something that is going to work for now, for the times that we're in now, and the changes needed now. So it's in the stars. It's in the cosmos.
It is.
It's written, you know, it's just, if you follow astrology, and we all should, it's telling us right then and there what's going to happen. And it's happening. It
is. And we're seeing the change. We're seeing the evolution of it, because the last time Pluto was where it is right now, right? Was April 2nd, 1917, World War I, right?
Right.
Okay. But that's not going to happen this time. We've closed that loop, right?
Right.
Everybody's not getting involved. You know, it's only a world war if other people are fighting. It's just it's one dementia-riddled man and his stupid drunk cabinet playing G.I. Joe. That's what it is.
Right. Yeah.
And unfortunately, the whole rest of the world is caught up in the nonsense of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I do have a beef with TikTok, too, I do have to bring up. They've canceled some of the parks, the national parks pages, because the national parks were in heat again. So they were posting thirst trap people on there. And have you seen the national park videos?
No, I haven't.
They're good. They're good. So they use thirst traps involved with the scenery of the national. It's great. It was a trend for like 2 years. It happened in the spring, like I said. Then they would go into heat.
Right.
And there was even like a hashtag only parks on TikTok, so you could see all of them. Yeah, but they took them away. Oh, so mad about that.
Sounded good.
We're not allowed to have any fun. I think it was great for advertising for them. But yeah, no, TikTok is doing some weird things. That's why I don't even know where to be right now. That's why I'm saying like we need a new platform, a new app, something, because everything is controlled.
Oh yeah.
I hate the energy of Facebook and Instagram. Hate it.
Right. Yeah. That's why I'm not on.
I'm hating the energy of TikTok lately too. I just I don't know where to go. I don't know where to be.
Yeah.
Again, in that weird in-between space, I'm in the upside down.
Yeah, I know. It's true. There's so much nonsense. The energies are just, they're so chaotic. No matter where you look, it's just, there's chaos everywhere.
It is. And it's because that duality is trying to come into balance, right? The two things being true at one time, even extremes, right? It seems like that big 15-year cycle.
Yes.
And like I was saying, like the animals too, they were all like 15. It was like 15. And then the other cycles with people and stuff, it's like 15 years. What is that, 15 years? What was happening with you guys 15 years ago? I'm interested to know.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. It's with these planets, the outer planets, it takes a long time for them to go and have their return. And so it's interesting to know what might have been happening when the planets were in certain positions back when there might have been a major individual event that happened in your life. Because I've recently done that.
Well, I know what happened for me. Because I got that dog when I got clean. Right? So she was my gift to myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's important. I would definitely check out where the planets were during that time and see if there were some similarities to where they are now, and see if there's a correlation. There usually is.
Yeah.
There usually is. I've done that in the past. Like I've looked when I started to understand more about the nodes. I did start looking back to certain dates and when certain events did occur and what time period it was. And I saw that there was a lot of correlation between the nodal return and now, like certain
makes sense.
Things. Certain things occurred that I wasn't even aware of. And then when I looked to the nodes and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, the nodes shifted at that time. And wow. And it just really made a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, going back to the men again thing. They're finally also starting to get a taste of what it feels like to be automatically, what's the word I'm looking for? Sexualized and stuff, within the first 15 seconds when someone just looks at you. With this new trend of catching print. Thank you, Anwar White, for teaching the ladies how to do that. But have you seen this, Mel?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, if you haven't, check out Anwar White. But it's basically by looking at a man in jeans, you can see what he has, basically, right?
You can tell what's in the...
and it has turned a lot of women into private detectives.
Oh, really? Okay.
And there is a B, C, and D system. So now, there's a lot of women who are just going on men's videos and just commenting, A.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So it's our turn to objectify, huh?
That's right. And A's not good, by the way. So,
A's not good?
So just, giving them an automatic, that's just that, and they can just sit with that.
Wow. So what's the rating system like for
that? There's
A,
B, C, and D. And it's not really a rating system. It's what they're showing. So this would be this, and this would be this, and this would be this, and this would be this.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
So we'll say that an A for acorn. How's that?
A for acorn.
crack my ass up.
Oh, that's funny. Wow.
But
So what kind of rating would it be if a man's really packing then?
D.
A D?
A D.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
D for dynamite.
Yeah. So
Ah.
we'll have to show Mel the video so she can become
I
a private
definitely need to
detective
see
too.
I need to see this. I never heard of this.
Yep, but it's instant objectification. And then like he did another video where he had like it was like a dating show spoof, right?
Uh-huh.
And he had 4 women standing there, and
Mm-hmm.
he came in, and immediately they just put up a sign that said no. And he's like, but wait, I didn't even speak yet. Like, you didn't even allow me to speak yet. So he's
Right.
playing the opposite. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm really loving it.
Interesting.
Yep,
Wow. The tables have turned.
a little.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's entertaining to watch. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not cheerleading the objectification of anyone.
Right.
But
Right.
I
But you're
do
kind
think
of enjoying it, I guess.
I do think it's a little funny.
Yes.
That certain people are getting tastes of their own medicine.
Right.
And
when
now,
the shoe's on the other foot, right?
yeah, like they're feeling subconscious when they're getting dressed. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
at the same time, some of them aren't, because men have been going out in public in gray sweatpants forever. So, come on.
Right. And yeah.
And
It's
I
true.
have no issue with that. I'm just
Right.
saying. I don't. I hate that. Actually, I hate it. Because right now, I'm really mad at straight men. I'm really, really mad at them. And unfortunately, that is what I'm attracted to. And it pisses me off endlessly, daily.
Yeah. I know.
Because I hate them. Oh.
I know. It's unfortunate that they're products of their environment and their upbringing and society's standards and programming and all kinds of belief systems that have made them not desirable.
Mommy issues they don't want to deal with.
Right.
Yeah.
Even daddy issues, because it's the daddy as role model that they have become what they have become, and it's, their dads, and it's just the lineage. It's just the ancestors of what the typical or societal man, quote unquote, should be and should look like and should talk like and should feel and should represent. And that's why it has to change.
Exactly.
It's changing.
It's
changing.
It is. Yeah. But we're seeing all these little things, coming up.
Yeah.
That's why we talk about it, because it just shows us like what's happening everywhere.
Yeah. That's why now more and more you hear more and more men awakened and talking about things that you would never hear men talk about ever.
Deconstructing the patriarchy.
Spirituality. Yeah. I mean, men talking about these things and actually bashing other men for their own behavior. That's something that never happened before.
Or begging us to go back to a matriarchal society.
Right.
And explaining,
Who would have
guys,
ever
don't
done
be afraid of it, because it's not just the flip of what we know now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
once upon a
But
time,
I'm
you would
still-
never hear that.
I don't know. I'm still a little skeptical. Like, I love that I'm seeing it, but I'm still a little skeptical, just because the people that came before them, spiritual advisors and stuff like that,
Right.
these men turned out to be piece of shit humans. So,
Right.
and there's a lot of abusers out there who use spiritual speak or therapy speak to justify their abuse.
Right.
I hate that too.
Well, of course. But something, that's why I listen to people with a grain of salt. I listen to people, and then what I do is I take what they say and I see, does it resonate with me? Right. You discern, you pick what feels right to you, and then you can absorb that and incorporate that into your own belief system and make it your own. That's why I don't put anyone on a platform.
Yeah.
No one is on a platform for me, because we're all human.
Yeah.
And we're all flawed, and we all have our own experiences and our own perceptions. And so that's why, there may be people out there that will use a platform like spirituality and politics and religion and all kinds of different areas, and they'll say things, and some of it will make sense, and some of it will sound great, and some of it won't. But it's up to us as individuals to take what people say, see if it makes sense, and you don't have to follow
critical thinking
at all. Right? It's important.
Yeah.
This time, especially at this time, critical thinking. Intuitively.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
You just have to think.
If you use your gut, it gets stronger, right?
Yes.
You guys all can do what I can do by reading someone's intentions immediately, like they have a signboard strapped to their chest.
Right.
That was just years of practicing trusting myself. And letting it get stronger like a muscle, because it is. And how do you make a muscle stronger? You work it out.
Right. Sure. Use it. Yeah.
And that's what you do. Everybody's inherently psychic. We just all talk ourselves out of it.
Right.
Right. We can all channel. We can all have this telepathic communication. We all have it. We just have to be open to it. And open to what it looks like. Too many people just think it's just like a whispering in your ear, a voice in your head. It's telepathic communication. And no, it's not. It can be like pictures or song lyrics or movie quotes or, all these things that just make sense in the synchronistic way that they come to you.
Right.
You just kind of have to learn the language of it. And once you've got that, you're locked, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's practice makes perfect, and don't take any fluoride, because that's by your pineal gland, and then your intuition, you're not going to tap into it because it's going to be calcified, it's going to be stopped, it's going to be blocked. So no fluoride at all whatsoever.
Yeah, get it out of your toothpaste, and make sure it's not in your drinking water, because a lot of places have it in the drinking water.
Right.
Which I said, again, there is no scientific evidence whatsoever that fluoride does anything for your teeth.
Right.
In a positive way. So why do they make us soak in it at the dentist office? Do you remember doing that?
Yes, I do. Yep.
And putting it in the water and everything else. Like, okay, maybe it's good for the teeth surface, but I don't think it was ever proven to be good for you to be ingesting it in your body. Because they tell you don't swallow.
Right. Yeah. I know. It's just a way to get us to not be able to use intuition.
It is.
That's what that's about.
It is. Yeah. And that's why all these autocratic systems, they go for education first.
Yes.
Because if people are dumb, they're easier to control and manipulate.
Yeah.
It's true.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
of course.
That's the danger of the AI thing that I think right now. Because that is making it way too easy for people to not use their brain at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here's the thing. I just want to bring this up, because this frightens me a little bit. I am looking at AI the way that I was looking at Nestle, the formula, baby formula. Because Nestle was having a little problem, and the company was losing a lot of money. So what they did was they took their formula to Africa, and they started giving out free formula to the mothers there. And here's the thing. They gave them just enough so it would run out pretty much as their breast milk dried up. Now, once your breast milk dries up, you can't get it back. Unless you have another baby, right? So now all they have is this formula. But see, the formula has to be mixed with water. And where they were, this is dirty water. So it says on the packaging that if you mix it with the dirty water, there's risk to your baby. But all these women were illiterate.
Right.
So guess what happened? These 10 million babies were killed by their moms because they didn't know any better. Actually killed by Nestle. That's what happened. So come in and make you dependent on something. And this is what AI is doing right now. It's free right now. It's making everybody dependent on stuff.
Yes.
And they're going to sign us all up for lifelong payment plans. You just watch.
Yeah. I know. It's scary. It's scary. I don't like the reliance of AI. I don't like, I'm not a chat GPT person.
I don't use that at all.
Because that is making it easier for someone to not think, to rely on technology for answers, for thoughts, for everything. It scares me too. I don't use it at all because I don't think that there's really a benefit when you're talking about your brain. We're not thinking anymore. The smarter the technology, the less reliance on our own brains.
Yeah, it has its benefit, but there's no way to regulate it. Like when it first came out, there was a website, and I was having fun with it. Just like putting myself in different movies and things, making these little videos and stuff. I wasn't thinking anything of it. This was years ago. But I stopped doing that too. I'm like, wait a second. This doesn't feel right to me. And then like there's other things like the thumbnail for this podcast I made with the help of Google AI, right? Because I don't use Chat GPT either. It scares me. But for things like that. But where's the balance? So it's kind of hard. I don't like it, and it's way too hard to put restrictions on it at this point. And
you really can't.
No,
because it evolved.
And it's going to take lawsuits. It's going to take things happening that are going to cause lawsuits to happen first, and for changes to be made. I don't know. I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not comfortable with it at all.
No.
It's just, this type of technology, right now it can't be regulated, really. There's no way to regulate it. There's no way to control it. It evolves with the person that uses it. And anything that is artificial, that wants to think for me, talk for me, be like me, I'm not for it. Oh, no way.
And
no.
knows all of these things now, too. All of the stuff that I've asked it.
Exactly.
No, no, I don't like it.
There's an energetic signature to that.
Yes. And again, it's making people dumber.
Right. And that's what it's designed to do.
Exactly.
That's the intention.
Because then we get dependent on it. Lifelong subscription plan.
Dependency. Sure. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, that's why I don't.
That they can just keep raising the price on. Like, look at Netflix. When it first started, it was like $5.99 a month, and now it's like $30. It's crazy.
Yes. Yeah. I know. The more we use something, the more we depend on it, the more the demand goes for it, the higher the price.
Yeah, and if you look at the inflation rates on these streaming services, it's ridiculous. Because it's going up a lot every year. And people just aren't saying anything. They're just paying it. And that's why they keep getting away with the surge pricing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all these big companies all have to go down. The world wealth has to be redistributed in some way. And it will be. Do I know what that looks like? No. But
it will be.
Right, yeah. From what I'm being told from guidance and shown and stuff like that is that it will be. Yeah.
Yeah. It will. It has to.
And that's the thing. You just have to trust the information, right?
That's right.
It can't show you what it looks like. Can't show you a blueprint. But trust us.
Right. You just have to trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Trust it's happening. And it's, even though some of the steps to get there are going to be painful,
Messy.
and we're going to, right,
Mm-hmm.
messy, painful, chaotic, all kinds of energies back and forth, and it's almost like a roller coaster here and there.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta ride these waves, these energies, let things shift the way they're supposed to, and just trust that it's all for our highest good, because it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, trust your gut too, you know. And be really, really, really taking time to take care of your nervous systems at this time.
Right.
I cannot stress that enough. That's been coming through heavy with guidance. Like, make sure you're
Yep.
taking a moment to just breathe. I was showing Mel
Right.
a little breath trick before we started. I wish I could show you guys,
Yep.
but I need video for that. Perhaps I'll do a little video on my socials. We'll see. Probably. I'm going to be doing the series on poison plants on there for damn sure. But be taking those moments to get yourself back online, get grounded, give your nervous system a minute, right? Because that's how they get you. That's the energy vampirism, when they keep us in that chaos. And my doorbell is ringing. So, hold on.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. That was actually my lawn people are here to fertilize. So, everything happens for a reason. So the seeds that you are planting right now, be really nurturing to those.
Yeah.
This is a very good time.
It's Taurus season. It's all about nurturing. It's all about nurturing. It's all about taking care of yourself, grounding, making sure that you really are listening to your body and following what it's telling you, and just like enjoy, relax. Don't, Aries was everything fast and furious and rushed and all kinds of intensity. Taurus is way more laid back than that. So time for us to kind of get back into that energy of relaxing a little bit. Like you said, the nervous system, very important for us to regulate it, keep it calm, do things to take time in your day to breathe, to rest, rejuvenate. It's all part of what we're supposed to be doing anyway. It can't all be everything rush. Manifestation, there's phases in manifestation. Right now is the phase for, you planted your seeds, and now you just have to nurture them, water them, take care of them, and you'll see eventually you'll see some sprouting. Absolutely.
Yeah. Do stuff to feed your soul right now. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Taurus season. That's what it is.
That's probably a good place to leave it for now. So thank you guys for being with us, for always coming back. We appreciate you so much more than you'll ever know. Thank you, Mel,
absolutely.
always for being here.
It's always great. I love our chats. I love our sessions. I love talking to this wonderful listeners and audience that give us such great feedback, and we appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. All right, guys, until next time, remember to make your own magic, nurture your seeds, feed your soul.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yes. And until next time, guys, stay magical. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.